A very good, happy Tuesday morning to everyone out there across the Wubbles community and beyond. Landon Hampton here with you in the driver's seat to bring you your latest weather or not forecast, courtesy of On Target. Let's get a look at here, folks. Not much is altering and changing. The hot and humid air mass is sticking around. We got this stationary front that remains just north of the region. We've got some showers and storms that's been riding right along the Ohio River early on. We got a few spotty showers here near our vicinity, but it's nothing too strenuous out there. But please be aware, folks, we do have these meandering showers and storms that are going to continue as we work throughout today and for the foreseeable future. Still going to continue to see this southwesterly flow pump in that deep, warm, moist air out of the south. That is what is going to be priming up our atmosphere for the continued chances of those showers and storms across the region. D93 Skycam showcasing a beautiful view early this morning. We got some of the cloud debris coming off some of those showers out there right here over downtown Bowling Green early this morning. Same can be said looking over our Barren River Lake Skycam. WPBM serving our focus there. You can see some of the cloud tops with some of the showers that have been popping up out there already. And this will continue to be a rinse and repeat forecast here as we look over the upcoming days here, all right? So let's jump over here and let's talk about what is in store for us as we head throughout the day. Current setup, no surprise here. Temperatures and dew points both hanging out right around the lower 70s. We're going to be pushing highs well up into the 90s as we work into this afternoon, it would appear. And combine that with rising humidity, it is not going to feel too great in the outdoors, that is for sure. Taking a look here at the latest surface map. A little bit better broad range view, and you will note we cannot get rid of that frontal boundary located just north of the region. These frontal boundaries serve as a lifting mechanism and can be a focus for the development of showers and storms. So right here across our vicinity, we're meandering south of that boundary. That is what is going to keep our atmosphere rather active here as we progress over the upcoming days. We get into Wednesday. You can see the front, the warm front lives to our north. We're still going to be south of that in the warm sector of the system. And then we work into our Thursday. We're south of the cold front, high pressure located to our south. You all get the idea. Now let's get a little bit more into the intricate details of what is in store for us as we work and we progress over the upcoming days here. First and foremost, we're looking at dew points. You can see them rising up here into the mid and even upper 70s at times as we work throughout the course of today. Folks, this air is going to be thicker than grandma's gravy. If you know, you know, all right? We're going to be keeping it super saturated out there all the way through today, all the way through our Wednesday. Then we're going to work into Wednesday night. And did you all just see that? We're creeping in on the opportunity of 80-degree dew points. You all go outside today, you see the mosquitoes and insects flying around wearing snorkels. Now you know why. That air is going to be super thick. That is a promise. Here we are getting even into Thursday afternoon, and we can just not loosen this grip on this summer-like atmosphere out here with the rainforest-like feel with so much moisture that is going to stay readily available. Obviously, with that much moisture available, we're going to see the opportunity at robust storms developing. We'll put this into motion. Take it with a grain of salt. It's what we've been saying here repetitively over the past 2 months, it feels like. But just random sporadic developments of these isolated storms and these little storm clusters, and they move at a snail's pace. It looks like storm motion is going to be around 10 to 20 miles an hour today. So they're going to be crawling and meandering. Any storm that's able to develop will be a very efficient rain producer due to the slow progression of the storms themselves. Might have a few gusty, damaging winds out there to deal with. Copious amounts of lightning, folks, is the broken record forecast that is simply not going to loosen its grip here across the region. We'll take a bigger view of the continental U.S. We're going to work all the way through the latter part of the work week. We work all the way through Thursday night into the early morning hours of our Friday. And this cold front is going to continue to tease us. It's going to be slowly meandering down to the south and east, and then it's going to pump the brakes and it's going to lift a little bit back to the north as we work throughout the final day of the work week on into the weekend. You all can say it. I'm going to give you a moment here. shower and storm chances continuing, remaining scattered in nature. It's the roll of the dice, folks, whenever it comes to storm roulette with this setup. It's something we're going to have to monitor closely. Not only that, but another weather maker that we're keeping very close eyes on is the potential tropical cyclone development across the Atlantic and over the Gulf, all right? So we'll put this into motion. The National Hurricane Center is watching this area of low pressure right off of the East Coast. It's going to be meandering westward over into the Gulf, and as it does so, you can see some of that organization there over the next 48 to 72 hours. We're going to need to keep very close eyes on that. These tropical weather makers get a mind of their own. They are very difficult to forecast. We'll see if this low develops over the Gulf and then pulls northward any, as that could advance some moisture up into our vicinity and bring even better storm chances here as we work into the latter part of the week. Speaking of that, take a look here at the latest from the National Hurricane Center. They have given that little area of showers and storms a 40% probability of developing into a official tropical cyclone here over the course of the next week. Getting closer to here at home in the near term, generalized thunderstorm forecast. We're not looking at any sort of organized severe weather with a lack of wind shear, that is, wind speed and direction changing with height. That's not going to be present. Just these robust storms with plenty of fuel to feed off of, bringing efficient rain producers into the mix. We're looking at anywhere between 1 to 3 plus inches of rainfall here, folks, over the next week. Of the course of the next 7 days. Some of us might get more, some of us might get less. Again, it's about the roll of the dice whenever it comes to those sporadic pop-up storm chances. Here's a full breakdown of your next 6-day weather forecast. You can take a look here. We've got numerous chances of showers and storms each and every day, staying scattered in nature. Highs between the low and mid 90s each and every afternoon, with overnight lows not getting any lower than the upper to mid 70s out there, all right? That's going to wrap up your Tuesday morning weather and not forecast presented by On Target. A huge thank you to all the messages rolling in this morning. I've gotten numerous here across our feed and stream wishing me a happy birthday. I do most certainly appreciate that and your kindness as well. You all take care of yourselves and each other. Have a fantastic, phenomenal, and blessed